Today, we're going to use permaculture principle number 1, observe and interact, to answer the question, what's eating my loofah? When my vine first started thriving, I came out to check on it one day and noticed all this little webbing. The leaves were curled over, they were chewed up in certain places, a bunch of little black dirt spots, possibly insect droppings. So, using permaculture principle number 1, I stepped back and observed what was happening after I freaked out a little bit. So, observing the vine, I noticed some eggs, I noticed ants, I noticed that there was webbing all over the flowers. I observed holes all over the leaves, and I noticed that it was mainly on my newest growth, and a lot of the tips had that webbing all over it. So after I observed for a while, I decided to interact and take a closer look. I went out to my vine after doing some research, and they said that there might be worms on it or caterpillars. So I clipped a piece of the vine off. You want to clip it, not rip it. And put it on the ground. Flipped it over, looked underneath the leaves, right where I saw big old chunks of webbing. And I found these beautiful little caterpillars just making their cozy home in my loofah plant. So I researched a little bit more on how to get rid of them, and then I stepped back again and remembered that permaculture is not about getting rid of anything. It is about learning to work with what is already there and creating an environment that will last long after you're gone. So how can me and this little guy coexist when he's totally destroying my loofah vine? Well, I had to think, is he really totally destroying it? Or can I just prune back the most infected parts and put them on the other side of my yard and let them have their happy home, finish their food, grow up to be whatever they're going to be, and my loofahs will continue to grow? Yes, that's exactly what I can do to make the least impact on the environment that I am coexisting in, because I did not create this environment. I actually participated in destroying it, and now I choose to participate in making it better. So let's go ahead and clip back the vines. Anywhere that it is the most infected, just cut those leaves off and put them somewhere else, not so close to your vine. Once the worms are on there, the leaf is pretty good amount of food for them, so they won't really travel back to your vine. And once you have pruned your vine back, it allows the vine to come back stronger. And once the flowers start popping out, it invites ladybugs, wasps, and bees. And those all destroy the caterpillars as well as anything else that might try to destroy your vine. But again, it's learning to work with nature, learning to work with what's in your yard and what's coming in, using other plants, stacking functions, considering the permaculture principles as you have little mini panic attacks sometimes as the bugs destroy what you have. But in the long run, it's totally worth it, because you will have something that will require less and less labor for you, and you can enjoy it more and more. And know that you're participating in promoting a healthy ecosystem. And 10 days later, the vine is thriving, the leaves are huge, the flowers are blooming, the bees and wasps are loving it, and all of this happened with 0 pesticides and 0 chemical fertilizers. All I had to do was come out and prune it back just a little bit, just the most infected parts. And this vine continues to grow. It's over a year old and still producing. I hope this video answered your questions and put your worries at ease. Your vine will continue to grow with no pesticides needed. Happy growing!